Okay, what's going on so far in the making this video on YouTube? Apparently we've got roadworks. Why the hell does that video have to be straightforward filled with roadworks? Oh my crockies. For a video with roadworks, that's gonna cause a lot of delay so far because there's a whole ton of noise. Whole stack of noise. But all I can see is a lot of people doing roadworks right here. I don't know, I might as well just straightforward get away from this. I might as well just start filming whatever the hell am I supposed to do. And there's people spying on me. They know I'm gonna straightforward mess up their job. Oh, flippin' hell. Shouldn't do that, but hey, there's a lot of noise. It's actually pretty repetitively annoying. Right, I need to go to the other room and start something fairly special. Good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's voted video or merchandise video on YouTube. And I'm just straight for preparing what seems to be the most special merchandise video on YouTube. And it really is, because as I can see here, it's just a blank carpet of nothingness. Strange enough, it's all been fogged away without saying the F word, because YouTube really hates swearing words because of demonetization problems and whatnot. But in this video, I'm going to just show you something really amazing, because hey, you remember about last year or 2 years ago? I remember making something like a video that relates into this book right here. This Malaysian Airlines Going Places series of books. This one here is in December 2023. Soul searching, how amazing is that? But lo and behold, look what happened 1 year later, about 14 months old. I think this book is about 13 months old. Guess which book did I actually forgot to bring in? It's this one! Yay! But guess what? Strangely enough, this book was followed by 2 more books. And guess what? As I was just returning all the way from my long holiday trip to Malaysia, there it is. I've got 2 more books to review. Oh my crikey's! Woo! Now that sounds like a very epic merchandise video on YouTube. Yay! Woo! Right. So all these books here are owned by straightforward One World. Obviously it's Malaysia Airlines, because you can definitely tell by the logo and also the way it is. And of course, here's I'm going to show you off this book right here, Take Care from the Top. Straightforward an awesome Japanese book. And most importantly, before I should actually start off reading these books, as you can see, you just can't get this stuff in the UK, and clearly this is just amazing. And they're fairly impressive books. Somehow they are absolutely amazing, and as you can just see, hey, this is just pretty awesome seeing some Malaysian airline themed books that I've actually got along the way here. But first off, we're going to kick in this Malaysian Airlines Going Places November 2023 issue, which I actually forgot to bring out from the country last year, after a very sad trip from 2023, by the time when my dad's mother was straightforward dying. And I hate saying that, but hey, we all need to move on, because if anyone's dead, well, I'm sorry, that's it. Okay, the very first kid on the block here is apparently about a 14-month-old or maybe a 15-month-old maybe book here. It's quite an amazing, it's a Malaysian Airlines book. There you go. November 23, and oh my goodness me. There you go, I think I've just misread that. November 2023, this issue here. As you can see, strangely enough, it's got a lot of information here. Oh wow, there's all kinds of different info here, which I'm not going to be straightforward reading all the way like that. Leading luxury hotels serve up exclusive experiences in the city. Well, strangely enough, I'm not going to do so, because hey, there's a lot of pages here that might be subject to copyright issues and stuff like that. But I'm going to straightforward run around the pages here. And actually, before I should show you this book, this one here is about, to prove to you, about 14 months old. This book here has seen far better days. There's a lot of like creasing on the bottom right and also on the top right. So as you can see, this book is feeling a bit of wear and tear. But luckily enough, the pages, to be honest, they've actually been straightforward, amazingly, fully good in condition. Excellent condition as well too. To me, apart from the right-hand corners of the catalogue, or let's just say magazine, in fact there's a catalogue right here on the right-hand side, it's actually more like a book. Not a magazine somehow, because it's much more thicker paper, as you can definitely feel. Okay, it's much more thicker in terms of the way it is. And there's the contents right here. It actually talks about all these different major, I think it strangely enough goes up toward the end of this book here, but then hey, there's just so much more pages I can just read time and time again. And there's amazing advertisements here. Luxury bikes booked a minimum of 2 nights and indulge in a luxurious escape in the heart of Kuala Lumpur with 300 ringgits daily credit to spend in any hotel services, blah 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 blah. Please early check-in and late check-out. Club room and suite bankers would also employ, or should I just say enjoy, MO, club, access and benefits. And look what's that. That's a QR code. And amazingly, they've also got like a little logo of the Mandarin Hotel Oriental. Oh, do you call it? Yeah, I just said it's the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Okay, that's what I've got to really say here. Of course, I need to be very careful on whatever I show on YouTube because there's a lot of like copyrighted material. Dear guests, of course, there's a lot of that. Welcome aboard, blah 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 blah. Obviously, I can't read all of that too because there's a lot of like small text. There you go. Thank you for continuing trust in Malaysian Aviation Group Airlines. I'm delighted to share exciting developments that aim at enhancing customers' experience through strengthening our connectivity and expanding our diverse ways of offering to cater all your travel needs. Oh my goodness me, I can't read that all as the flag paper manual. We recently started flights from Kuala Lumpur to whatever. Opening the gateway to the vibrant city of Bandung and the captivating landscapes of West Java in Indonesia. Okay, enough of this reading here. So, obviously that's just way too much, but then hey, there's a lot of amazing advertisements here, and strangely enough, there's a lot of like Malaysian businesses that they often tend to put up in these amazing, books and all. There you go, there's a phone number, there's a QR code, bits of social media. Look out for the TikTok logo, man. I think all of it is just mainly to do with famous people and also contributors as well. All kinds of people I really don't know of. Some people are obviously. Another one, there's another business here. Strange enough, it's basically a tourism book here. There's a lot of like hotels and other things of like, they often tend to showcase a lot of these types of books, as I'm actually straightforward seeing here. And once again, there's more QR codes. I often put QR codes. You can go right ahead and pause some amazing video clips and all, just to straightforward, get into the QR codes and other whatnot. Amazing, isn't it? Hey, this is fantastic. So far, it's really, really great. And it's amazing on how the QR codes are made so randomly, representing whatever business you're up to. Oh, look at this. Soar to new heights with a stellar smile. Okay, what is that? Stellar Dental. Is that like a dental company in Malaysia? And look at this. There's the TikTok logo. Dun, dun, dun! Alright, okay, let me just straightforward move on to 15 reasons to love Malaysia. Bold flavours, inspiring people, and unforgettable places. And once again, I'm actually starting to see a lot of inconsistency in the way, well, there's a lot of white text. Well, then, hey, it's there to stand out against the complete dark, setting of just how straightforward, bright that text is. Well, it's also quite a bit small. And there you go. There's a lot of history about the Lone Pine here, which is of course the first hotel to grace the shores of Batu Ferengi in 1948. Reopened as a, oh my god, I can't really read them all because hey, there's a lot of like copyrighted material. And there you go, there's amazing stuff here. Oh wow. Some very amazing cartoon drawings of cats because I know there's a pet event in Malaysia here in Johor Bahru, and oh my goodness me. I wouldn't straightforward go right ahead. I think it's a bit too far away somehow. There's a lot of like famous people around here or other people around here in Southeast Asia because I don't want to go ahead and just too much info on that. Oh, that looks very spicy, doesn't it? I love chicken biryani. Indian food is very nice. I'd say Indian food is so fantastic. I don't really try that much, but I heard it's really fantastic. And there you go, there's some more contents everywhere you look at. There's just so much stuff related to all parts of Malaysia and all parts. My goodness me, everything to do with, oh my goodness me, there's a lot of like Malaysian stuff out here. And there's also like a car culture thing in Borneo, which I might get into later on, as I might show you Borneo later on. And obviously there's a lot of like Chinese related businesses going on here, and also Japanese businesses, because there's a lot of like, Malaysia Airlines seems to connect more of an Asian sort of marketing sort of purpose, obviously. And as you can see, there's all kinds of different businesses and whatnot. What's that? Is that boutique styled, what do you call it, bagging and stuff? I don't know, it's quite fairly interesting somehow. There's more cartoonish drawings here. Fairly awesome, isn't it? Hey, this is really, really nice. Looking at all the fantastic drawings, they all look very simplistic and whatnot, but hey, this is what these books have been straightforward being made to look at. I mean, you know, I'm not going to straightforward convince people that I'm actually just straightforward a fluent English speaker and just go back to town. There's more of this stuff here. IJM Land. I know what this is. This is like a nice little, how do you say? It's like a little residence company in Malaysia. IJM. Mad. Make a difference. Wow. Amazing looking aesthetic pictures. I don't know if this picture is all AI generated. I'm not sure if this butterfly picture is legitimately done, considering how amazing it is. Oh, look at this. 40 years. Respected past. Responsible future. Amazing small bit of text, but I won't go right ahead. And there's a lot of noise in the background because, as I said earlier, there's a big amount of roadworks around my neighbourhood here, and there's also some kids' books right here for Children's Day, which I won't go ahead too much about it. Let me just straightforward. Oh man, let me just do something about my slippers. Okay, right, you two, you're fired. I need to make some space for my books to be shown and featured in my videos. Okay, so let's take a look even more about this book. And there's lots of numbers here talking about whatever subject they even seem to organise. I love how the font is often being used in this book because there's actually a lot of like stuff that I can really relate to. There's a lot of like advertisements here relating to, you know, all kinds of, you know, things. All kinds of travel related things, you know. This is amazing. Is this like some sort of weird company that relates into like, what's Journeyfied by Malaysian Aviation Group? Oh, you can do so many things. Is that Universal Studios Singapore? I'm not sure if this is right or wrong. Seeing that advertisement here. It's an amazing thing just to see whatever places you can go to. That's Kuala Lumpur and that's Langkawi. And there you go. There's all your fantastic stuff right here. Amazing T-Rex dinosaur poking in the background because of Jurassic Park. And there's all kinds of different things, you know, there's dolphins, but then hey, there's animal cruelty reasons behind it. There's also a ferry, and there's some sort of giant kayak boat, whatever. All you can just see is a lot of fantastic stuff. And there's a little plane in the background that relates to Malaysia Airlines. I think it's supposed to be an A350, whatever it is. Yeah, the camera is really poor on focusing somehow, even detecting on the smallest things that you can see here. Oh, wow! This looks fairly interesting. That looks like an amazing piece of artwork. There you go, Journeyfy. Once again, they always tend to feature a lot of QR codes. They always, you know, it's interesting because technology is straightforward advancing these days. They're straightforward going to elevate. A global guide to uplifting updates for work, rest and play. And there's all of that blah blah here talking about the common ground, which I won't go ahead and talk about because of copyright. And as I'm just blabbering around in this amazing video of books, as you can just see, there's just so much stuff here talking about whatever businesses that I can just see here. Somehow there's quite a lot of it, and the pages have started to straightforward levitate just a bit. But hey, you know, it's a fantastic book. You know, there's a lot of like great organising and stuff like that, and clearly the font here, I mean, even though it's not technically the same, but it straightforward puts a nice spot. Like, for example, they're talking about looking at these images here, like this weird My Little Pony, Henri Matisse detailed looking sculpture type thing. And there's also like a very giant looking Whopper Big Mac Tower thing, which is absolutely crazy. Man, I need to lose a lot more weight before eating that damn thing. And the big question is, am I feeling peckish? No, I'm not feeling peckish because, hey, I'm going to lose some weight. Perth in Australia. I think that's straightforward talking about a very famous person. Oh, Artsy and Ritza. Oh, they literally talk about food, hotels, other travel related stuff. And yes, look at that. There's the Shangri-La Hotel. Sounds very Indian, doesn't it? With a bit of Chinese involved in it. And it's absolutely freezing cold because we've already had a cold snap. So much snow, and god damn, I've actually got a runny flipping nose. And love a little QR code right here. And there's the other side here. Wow, lots of amazing food. Tastes like home. Oh my goodness, a Malaysian restaurant in London? I've never seen about that. Bet Malaysia is so much bigger than... Oh, look at this! It's the famous Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, like you've already seen in those bloody New Year's Eve and New Year's Day videos I always tend to watch every end of the year so far. But this is in daylight. Fantastic looking picture of Mrs. Macquarie Point. I think I'll call it Macquarie Centre or Macquarie Point, whatever you're going to call it. I think that's like a circular quay, isn't it? It's quite a famous looking harbour in the city of Sydney. Oh, it's talking about someone from MasterChef, which is a TV show that I really don't seem to watch that much. Hopefully not in the fashion of Gordon Ramsay, because if he's there, it'll make everything absolutely awful. Yeah, there's a lot. It talks about the restaurants relating to Australia, Sydney, Australia, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like different restaurants that relate into Sydney, Australia. There's a lot of that somehow. A lot of that in Australia. Okay, so it's amazing. They just put up random pieces of food images and stuff. And what's this? MH Explorer. Empowering dreams of extraordinary values more than any other student program. 30% flights, 45 kilograms baggage. And there you go. There's all that weird blah blah. Complimentary date change, family and friends promo. Up to 10% off on select products on Temptations. Enriched benefits and privileges, birthday treats. 20% off Firefly Air Cargo. And there you go. There's just so much stuff. Wow. Exclusively for students 13 to 26 years old. What? That's just too young. Obviously, I'm at that age somehow. But anyways, this is totally amazing. And as you can see, there's a nice little barcode. Once again, pause the flipping video if you want to go ahead and scan the damn thing. If I hold it straight up like that, do it. Do it like so. And there's also like another Malaysia Airlines logo right here next to the one word, because it's straightforward, being owned by that kind of alliance type thing. And here is Kota Bharu, which is somewhere in Malaysia. I think it's in northeastern Malaysia. Kelantan, 24 hours in Kota Bharu. Okay, and there's an amazing looking photo right here. Nice looking coast right here. The capital of Kelantan and one of the key transit points en route to Perhentian Island. If you're travelling by bus from the west coast peninsula of Malaysia, the cities such as Kuala Lumpur or Penang, and it's the perfect place to spend a day to get more bang out of your travel experience. Located along the borders of Thailand and overlooking the South China Sea, Kota Bharu is a cozy getaway that offers a unique blend of modern businesses while retaining its small town charm. While it considered a rich cultural centre among the Malay community with strong Islamic influences, it offers many opportunities for the immersing in the Kelantanese way of life. What is Kelantanese? I don't really. You know what I'm talking about. Obviously, the pages feel very, very nice. Quite thick, but also a little bit thin. Obviously, here is, of course, talking about whatever days you can do on a Saturday and a Sunday. It actually talks about whatever you can do in this type of place. And there you go. There's some random amazing bits of composition I'd like to talk about. I love the way that the book often tends to relate and whatever images they seem to really relate to. There's just so much stuff around here. And as you can see, quite amazing amount of pictures, as you can see. And they really have their own type of things. You can do whatever time it is. You can just straightforward buckle the rules without even going up to these types of things. There you go. All kinds of different history and facts and other whatnot. It's amazing. Somehow there's a lot of like different stuff that I can really relate to. Wow, this is somehow really, really amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the pages here because yay, so much stuff. Hey, that's just somehow amazing. All this tourism stuff, just to make sure nothing is going to be really, really bad. Our time zone, there's Sunday. There you go. All these pictures really relate to in whatever things you can do in Malaysia. Look at that. There's Japanese food here, which correlates to this text here. Lots of beach. There you go. One thing I've ever noticed is that the black texting on that thing here is actually not that great, considering it's just sort of blending in with the background. It's not that consistent. And there's also some amazing little key bubbles here which talk about the different homestays in that part of Malaysia. And there you go, there's a little QR code that you can actually scan with Jenifly. I don't know if Jenify or Jenifly, I'm really going to call it that name. And I always seem to get a lot of saliva on my tablet, and I'm changing the brightness because there's a lot of like saliva on my tablet because of my repetitive voice. Right, so as I'm just going to straightforward have a look here. Keys to the city! This here, is this Tokyo, Japan? Strange enough, it's interesting that the book obviously has got like different bits of text. There you go. Strange enough, it talks about different places and destinations around the world. See that? It's actually correlating to what Tokyo, Japan has to offer. And remembering that this book here has been aging about 14 months old. Hey, this is something like, is that a bonsai tree? That's an amazing looking decoration here. This is something I've been totally forgetting for a long period of time. And hey, this is really, really amazing. There's all kinds of good compositions here. And it's interesting that the pictures also seem to correlate onto the sort of colour hues they'd be using, like deep browns and yellows or whatever. And there's more of that going around here. Okay, so it's a fantastic arrangement of all sorts of different images. That's interesting. Taquito. Is that like a French, Japanese thing? That's quite interesting. And I'm just going to straightforward show you some more stuff. There you go. All this stuff looks amazing. Nice composition of all things. There's more QR codes. Again, MH Holidays. Is that Malaysia Airlines Holidays? Amazing. And look at that. They've actually got advertisements relating to Tokyo in Japan. That's actually quite amazing. 30k G baggage allowance, onboard meals, free seat selection, and also orange points for flights that you can earn. Amazing. I think this is actually more to do with the Asian marketing sort of place, I guess, because, you know, I think the Asian marketing sort of realm is much more obvious its ways than, let's just say, anywhere around the world. Let's just say the UK. I heard Malaysia Airlines is doing flights to Paris in March of 2025. And there you go, as we're moving around. Woven Legacy! We're going to Indonesia! This is Medan, Sumatra. Fairly amazing place somehow, and there you go. All kinds and all sorts of different fabricated related things. And what's that? That's a beautiful picture of a middle-aged woman wearing what looks like to be lots and lots of fabric. A Batak woman wearing ulos. View of Lake Toba from Baccarat. And wow, look at this. Amazing looking stuff here. This is totally exciting seeing this. Wow, an amazing coastal scene somewhere in Indonesia. It actually gives me a bit of like a 70s or an 80s sort of aesthetic because of how grainy the picture looks. It looks a little bit straightforward, a bit retro-ish. Oh wow, this looks like something out of a public 80s film in America, but this here is a real-life picture of somewhere in Indonesia, and look at that. That's amazing sort of architecture like that. Very unusually shaped looking roofs. Looks spiky in its ways. It's like it's curling like that. It's quite amazing. So it reminds me of somewhere out of the Philippines. Or Papua New Guinea. Or let's just say Malaysia. Obviously they've all got this sort of similar design. As you can definitely tell. It's very Polynesian when you look at that design. Hey, is that like a kampong house which has got like stanchions on the bottom here to prevent flooding and pests? It's quite amazing. A nice looking design here on that house. It's a very beautifully aesthetically pleasing sort of page, and there's all kinds of different stuff that you can do in the island of Sumatra. Medan is actually the city of Sumatra, and there you go. It talks about batik and the fashion history about it and whatnot, and also why batik and other whatnot, which I'm not going to read because there's a lot of copyright issues I'm reading. And look at this. What's that? Amazurkna. Who is that person? I've got no idea. Is that a real company? And is that like a university thing? Oh, yes. Moving on to Borneo. Yes. Strange enough, the pages seemingly changed. Oh, wow. I've just seen a picture of the rainforest. The jungle is over there. There it is. Amazing jungle pictures like that. To see some sun bears and orangutans. Okay, and we've also got, wow, local communities to empower. And as I can see here, we've got a fish market restaurant. Is that a legitimate business? Who the hell is that guy? Look at that. Hey, look at that. Come and drink one of my weird soy sauce. Weird, isn't it? I mean, obviously this is quite nice. And there's more composition going on here. As you can see, the pictures are just being split into a threesome. Very nice composition here with the pages and stuff like that. Another whatnot. Best spots in Malaysia, time to feast. The best spots to eat while in Kota Kinabalu. The best restaurants and hotels to dine in and stay across Malaysia this month. Well, sadly, it's not only around here. Oh wow, I never heard of this restaurant called the Happy Place Restaurant. Not. Obviously, there's a lot of like amazing sort of stuff that you can try out. Amazingly, Malaysia is a multicultural place, and there's also like hotel resorts and other things like that. Oh, Putrajaya Lakeside. I heard there's a page relating to that because I know that my family, I think my dad has actually been to Putrajaya, and so did I. And also, so did my younger brother, who's of course disabled. MH Sports, let your love for the sport take you on new adventures. Enjoy exclusive savings with undoubted perks, where you can fly to your next official sporting event as a team or a fan club. Score these exclusive benefits for your whole team. Extend your travel plans easily with flexible travel dates. Extra 10 kg baggage allowance, that's called. People in your seats and have the option and travellers up to 24 hours before ticket insurance. But for 5 travellers or more, complimentary boost selected saving arrangements and advanced check-in. Learn about it on MH Sports on MalaysiaAirlines.com. Terms and conditions apply. Blah blah blah. Flipping out. What a goddamn advert this is. I can't even do a flipping voice like that. Give me a break. But hey, the picture is nice. This amazing cyclist picture. Look at that. They're all doing a 6-some, not a 5-some. Anyways, here we go. Building a greener, promising future. Not because we humans are going to screw up the all-American experience. Oh yes, we're going to screw up the entire planet, aren't we? Yes, we are. Because we're just not doing it well. All of this is lies, but then hey, you know, I could say otherwise. Obviously, we've got more food stuff. There you go, Putrajaya. I've been to the wetlands with my dad because obviously that's where I came along and did some bird watching, of course. Fantastic. Wow. Amazing looking, amazing things. There's all kinds of different things relating to Putrajaya. It's the sort of stuff, you know, that really is amazing. It's somehow quite amazing. Oh, look at that. There's some pelicans. Oops, I think I've nearly started to do some vlogging here. They're riding some model ponies because obviously I had saliva in my tablet, of course. Oops, I had to do a very nasty jump cut for that part. Sorry about that. Anyways, there's all kinds of different bits of pages which look very weird. There's more pages relating to fashion and whatnot. What's that? Your best revealed? A one-stop center for hair, body, skin, and dental awareness. Oh, frick off. I don't even care about that. Obviously, Glorious ensures top-notch budget friendly solutions that will leave you looking and feeling your best. Okay, all of this is now going up towards business-related stuff. Captain Boutique. I think this is more to do with like merchandising and also company-related stuff and whatnot. There's a QR code over there on the bottom right here. And there's, of course, the Animal Hotel, Malaysian Hospitality, and there you go. That's very good. Keep businesses moving. Well, if it's an animal hotel, I bet there's a lot of cruelty involved. Sadly, it was that panda. I feel really bad for that panda. Anyways, there you go. There's a Malaysia Airlines flight attendant with a passenger. And there you go. There's more tourism-related stuff. Well, look at that. There's actual proper related Malaysia Airlines stuff right here. This is actually somehow really amazing seeing that. Oh my goodness me. There's just so much stuff. I can see Bandung from West Java. Somehow there's a lot of like amazing related stuff. As you can see here. More QR codes, as you can just see. Everywhere I just see just swivel page by page. There's a lot of like QR codes right here. Oh my god. There's a lot of like amazing stuff right here relating to this place here. Bali, Indonesia. The Waina Holiday Villa. Pretty amazing place, and there's also like food and other stuff. Wow, can you believe that? And oh yes, getting to the most important part, travel the world for advertising and partnership opportunities. I won't contact that person because it sounds like a stranger's name. But anyways, the most important thing is to look at the aircraft. Woo! It seems like we've got an Airbus A350, and yes, as you can see, all different types of aircraft. We've got A330s, 737s from Boeing, ATRs, which are turboprop planes, a twin-otter prop, an A330 cargo aircraft. And there you go, that's like the most important part of the whole book itself. Whenever I look at books like this, it talks about the fleet of the aircraft. Amazing stuff, and luckily enough, you know the worst part of Malaysia Airlines? They never ever found the MH370 plane. They've never ever found it. How flippin' weird is that? That's sad, actually. Anyways, there's all kinds of different related rules about what Malaysia Airlines is like. You can go ahead and pause the whole video and read all this stuff because I can't really care about all of this amazing information nonsense. Well, actually, it makes sense, actually. Not nonsense. Oh, wow. We are now Bangkok bound. Oh, wow. Bangkok bound. That's quite weird. Firefly. All kinds of... TikTok logo. Get the YouTubers getting pretty ticked off. There it goes. A lot of, like, amazing conversation. I love how autumnal and very orange this advertisement is. There's some people riding on the elephant because that's how popular elephant riding is in Thailand, not so much in Malaysia. And there you go, we've got Tokyo. This is, of course, the essence of what I'm just seeing at this end part of the book here. Once again, it's fairly amazing. Wow, it talks about the enriched stuff that I can see here. Amazing amount of stuff, as you can see. Nice thick pages. Pretty awesome somehow, talking about Tokyo and other whatnot. It's fairly awesome. And there's a lot of like enriched related stuff here, which I won't straightforward talk about because, hey, clearly I need to move on to the map right here. And there you go, it talks about the different flights in which they have currently started around in November of 2023. But as I've got the December 2024 issue of that book, I think I've actually seen more destinations and more planes that the airline has to offer. And there you go, amazing stuff. And I think the first destination is London Heathrow, as you can definitely see. There you go. It talks about this. I think the dark blue circles represent whatever destination the planes are. Okay, looking at it, of course. I've been to Doha, Qatar. Amazing airport. It does so much better than Dubai. It's a fantastic place in the Middle East. And luckily enough, I've landed there. Fantastic thing to look at, and there's all kinds of other destinations that I'm looking at here. Fantastic stuff. I can see India, China, Japan, Bangladesh, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand. There's only one destination here in New Zealand. There you go. Now, obviously, that is a lot of stuff. And there's also the Philippines. Pretty awesome place. And there's Taiwan. And South Korea. Obviously, it's mainly marketed for the Asian sort of marketing area, I think. Obviously, this is more marketed for the Asian community here, rather than, let's just say, the European community. It's a bit sad that the European community doesn't get that much attention, but it doesn't matter. But let me take a look at the most important parts. There's more destinations here around Malaysia, lots of domestic flight services and whatnot. Okay, and there's also like other destinations here covered by other One World airliners. Fairly amazing somehow. You've got all these impressive destinations around the world. That is absolutely amazing. Now, as I'm going to straightforward see what I've got. Oh, wow. There's even more adverts around here. And look at this. There's some ecotourism related stuff here. I'd love to do even more when I come back in Malaysia. I'd say 2026. And there's, oh wow, some other businesses. A chiropractic. Now showing movies, television, and audio. That's amazing. And there's some Bollywood here. Amazing. And there's even more Bollywood stuff. Oh wow. As I can see, all kinds of related different films. That's quite interesting. There's some weird cheesy films. I watched that film. That was pretty stupid as hell. That film was a complete abomination. That Megalodon film. A rip-off of Jaws. And most importantly, you've also got some, I think this is Diwali stuff. Or in Malaysia, they call it Deepavali. I don't know why they call it that way. A lot of Indian movies and whatnot. Apart from the Indian films, you know what's actually very interesting? The Rocky films! Yay! Da-da-da! Da-da-da! I think I could have just sung the Eye of the Tiger song. Oh my goodness me, there's Rocky 3. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I won't do that. I'll get a nasty copyright infringement if I keep on imitating songs. Right. Pretty amazing. Rising up. Back through the street. Oh my god. Why the hell am I interested? I think I've watched these two films, but not Rocky 2. I need to go ahead and watch Rocky 2. Amazing film. You know, I really enjoy 80s films so much, hey? As an International Men's Day sort of thing. Okay, oh wow, look at that. There's even more movies. Oh wow, the Powerpuff Girls movie. Is that Turbo? Fastest snow in the world. Everything looks amazing in that sort of book here. Wow, there's some Japanese anime related stuff here. And other whatnot. This is fairly awesome. And there's more television related stuff here. Wow, this is really good. Oh god, the Teletubbies. No way you're going to be featuring the Teletubbies. Right, and there's also like music stuff here, and that advertisement there at the very end. Why is there ink on the pen? Oh my god, why is there ink on the page? Why the hell is there like pen ink on it? This is just stupid. Anyways, look at that. There's all this stuff here we don't want to go ahead and straightforward avoid because hey, I want to straightforward refrain from talking about it. But and hey, Most importantly, there's the QR code if you want to pause the video like so. Look at these people, they're all behaving like young children, like these ones. When they're just flying like an airplane, this is just stupid. Anyways, and look at that. Batu Caves, amazing. This is really good. The pages look fairly nice, and there's a nice looking Mangala Estate Hotel Resort thing, which looks absolutely amazing. Fantastic place, and there's the TikTok logo once again. Oh no, TikTok's taking over. Let's hope Donald Trump can destroy that thing before the Chinese get towards it. And there's a QR code right there. And most importantly on the back, we got a back picture of a bird, which is a rhinoceros hornbill from Kuala Lumpur Bird Park. Amazing, large, free flight walk-in aviary. Amazing looking bird park for many reasons. There's so many different birds from different parts of the world. And hey, I've actually got another book that has that advertisement. And it's this amazing Maldives related Malaysia 2024 Malaysia Airlines book that I've got in the Going Places series of books to collect. There's a QR code on the bottom left here. And this book here is seemingly brand spanking new. And look at that. It's luckily enough, look at that. It's about 2 to 3 weeks old. Maybe 2.5, 3 weeks old. But hey, you know, it's a fantastic looking book. And hey, I feel like I might be totally exhausted to do an hour-long video because my battery is draining so hard. But hey, this hornbill surely looks like an amazing, wonderful prize. And hey, I love the bright colours being used on that birdie. How awesome is that? Okay, looking at the Going Places Maldives. Indulge and recharge in the island paradise of the Maldives. There's all these airliners here, and there you go. As I can just straightforward tell, the book is a little bit different. What is this? What the hell is that? Is that like a weird, Tom Cruise Mission Impossible type thing? Be the one to win the prime reward of 1 million ringgit shopping spree. 200 ringgits for a chance to win 1 million ringgits shopping spree. Okay, I can't do really good, very bad English because hey, I think the English I've got is straightforward derived too badly by my family, which really sucks. And there's the contents on the back of this amazing book right here. No, wait, it's actually the front. Flipping out, I think I've just confused people like that. But hey, that's an amazing sepia image of a, oh wait, I can't really tell. Is it a mad scientist? I can't really tell. All kinds of different contents right here. Oh wow, got some merchandise advertisements here. Is that jewellery? Pretty amazing stuff. There you go. There's all this stuff here. There you go. Again, there's more of the. There's a very totally different different advertisement. Oh wow. And because I think it's in December, I bet there's a lot of like Christmas-related stuff. There's more advertisements here, more tourist passes. And look at this! Oh, what bird is that? I need to straightforward show you what bird it is. I should straightforward show you what kind of bird it is before I should straightforward. Is that an AI image bird? I can't really tell what bird that thing is. Is it a real one or is it a fake one? I can't really tell what specimen that thing is. But there you go, 5 trends in 2025. Well, I'm not doing it, of course, because hey, I've already done my holiday trip to Malaysia. Is that a tiger? Is that someone in India? Okay, obviously, let me just straightforward, amazing wildlife conservation, stuff like that. Okay, there's all kinds of other things. Wow, that is somehow fantastic. Whoa, that is just somehow amazing seeing. Wow, 14 reasons to love Malaysia. Bold flavours, inspiring people, and unforgettable places. Once again, it's the same with the other book. And look at that. There's all this stuff here. After weathering the challenges of the pandemic, GMBB just got to celebrate its official launch this past August. It's now a one-stop culture hub that brings together local creators, artists, and artisans. Okay, I won't read all of that. Tennis from range from okay, I won't start reading this all over again because I can't get the video too much. Look at that. There's all bank-related stuff here. Okay, we've also got all about the arts for Kuala Lumpur. Amazing that the pages always seem, it's a fairly abstract book because considering in the way that the images are implemented, it's a bit strange. Wow, mad about honey, mad about bees, that's somehow quite weird. Anyways, there you go, it's a bit strange. The contents of the book here, there's the page numbers right here. But what's interesting is that looking at all these amazing looking bits of information right here, they always seem to put it in a fairly abstract sort of order. The numbers are inconsistently being placed in wherever they are being organised in. I'm going to have to flatten the book here so I can keep it all nice and fresh without creasing the whole damn thing. And I mean it. Okay, so as I'm just going to scroll around, and I've only got about, oh my crockies, I can just straightforward come back in another time after reading for about 18 minutes or 17 minutes. There you go, there's more advertisements here relating to this book. Wow, can you believe it? Wow, that's amazing. There's all kinds of different book contents right here. And there's also this weird looking luxury beachfront sanctuary with your world classic facilities at your fingertips. Set in lush nature, 23 and 4 bedroom private pool of villas offer a luxurious seaside home with an easy reach of Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. Enjoy the 5-star resort facilities and management. Contact us for a private viewing. No, I don't want to contact you. Obviously, there you go. Oh wow, some sunflowers here, amazing. And there you go, there's the KI Express advertisement here. And man, I'll tell you what, when I'm just making this whole long video, I bet I'll be eating so much memory on my tablet. My goodness me, there's more QR codes right there. Why the hell not? There's always like cheesy information here. Wow, this book here, this page, oh no, TikTok logo. What's that? The Mangala Estate. That seems fairly much obvious somehow. And there's like a cultural event here in London. Never knew that this was actually going to be around here in London in the UK. I don't know, that's somehow a bit weird considering it mainly focuses in Malaysia, according to what the tourism industry really works for. Elevate, a global guide to uplifting updates for work, rest and play. There you go, it's the Mocha Museum in London with a nice replica of a Porsche car. And there you go, picture perfect. There's all kinds of different things. Is that a jigsaw puzzle? Oh, yes, it is. 500 pieces. Oh, frustrating, hey? There you go. There's all kinds of other QR codes. It seems like we're repeating the same things over and over and over again. I bet this book has got, like, how many pages? 79 pages. So I would probably guess, hey, it won't be that much. There you go. Goes into such explicit details about different parts of Southeast Asia, Cambodia, Singapore. And there's some sort of weird journified QR code again type thing. There's even more small images talking about other different tourist attractions, which I can't show you too much. Obviously, oh look at that, more stuff relating to Tokyo, Japan. Again, there's just so much stuff. Wow, I can't believe it. There's just actually quite a lot of other things. There's just so much stuff here. Is that Thailand? Yes, that is Thailand, as you can definitely tell. Optimix, eye specialist. Wow, that eye looks creepy. That looks like something out of Terminator. Oh my goodness. Is that AI image generated? I can't really tell. New vision, new life. There you go. There's all that information here. There's a vision connection that gives you the freedom to see clearly without glasses or content lessons, making life simpler and your vision clearer. Okay, that's a bit weird. Quick, less than 10 seconds. Precise and safe. Comfort, patient sky and lighting. Eye smile profile. Okay, I won't look at this. Okay, first in Malaysia exclusive. Okay, I can't read this all. Okay, let's take a look at this. Your travel rights in Malaysia. There's all kinds of different rules about this. Good advice. I might as well just flatten the page here so that you can just go ahead and pause the flipping video so you can read all of this stuff. And make sure that you're reading all these rules because, hey, you can go ahead and get mugged at airport. Oh, is this Taipei? Instead of Sydney, we've got Taiwan. One thing I may have noticed is that the font is actually straightforward, fairly uniform. Okay, fairly uniform in its ways. I can't see any designated changes, as you can definitely tell. Oh, orangutans in Sarawak. I love seeing orangutans. There's a whole jungle that's in Borneo, isn't it? Sarawak and Borneo. Amazing rainforest-looking state in Malaysia. And there's even more gateway to Borneo. Oh, wow. That looks like something out of a movie film. What is that? Is that the Internet Archive? No, wait, that's the UNESCO World Heritage Site. God damn it, I get confused with logos. There's the Sarawak logo right here. There's a nice picture of a logo with some birds on it. Fairly impressive design. Kudat. 24 hours in Kudat. Was never another photography. Okay. And the text here is once again being straightforward. As you can see, it's very inconsistent because you can definitely see how white the text is. And you can't even read it properly because of the fact that the background is straightforward. A picture of a big blue beach wave, whatever it is, which seems to be inundating this piece of text. How stupid is that? Very bad compositioning. But then, hey, not too bad. There you go. Talking about different things that you can do in this part of Malaysia. Fairly awesome. And there's all kinds of different foods. There's all kinds of weird suggestions to do so things according to the times. If you're having a really good or a bad day in your life, there's all kinds of different things and whatnot. Nice compositions in the way the pictures are being straightforward setting up. Yeah, this is amazing. And as you can just see, there's all kinds of different QR codes for like, oh wow, Malaysia Airlines flies from Kota Kinabalu to Kuala Lumpur 32 times weekly. This is crazy. Classic escapes. I can't really show you all that information. There's even more advertisements here as well. And I'm actually getting the stuff received because the room is getting absolutely cold as heck. God damn it. Anyways, I need to go ahead and blow my nose because my nose is absolutely blowing. My fingers are also aching. Hopefully I won't get my clothes dirty. Hopefully I won't. And of course there's Paris. Amazing. I heard they're going to be doing a nice destination trip to Paris by next year's spring. That'll be March. There you go. There's a nice looking QR code right over here. Okay, it looks fairly amazing somehow. All kinds of different things. There's a nice hospital. Wow. Oh yes, look at this picture, guys. This is a pure magazine picture. It's a beautifully aesthetic looking picture of the Maldives, which sadly is going to be totally sunk by global warming and climate change. Hey, don't go to this place anymore because, hey, one thing you need to know about the Maldives is that it's going to be stinking. This island will be completely inundated and sunk by water. I tell you what, by years' time, all of this will be gone, okay? Look at this, all kinds of different contents relating to the beautiful, wonderful tropical paradise of the Maldives. But then, hey, it won't be here. I'll tell you what, it won't be there as years go by. There's all kinds of amazing pictures relating to it. The Raya Hotel. Okay. And there's also, oh, that's Medical 118. That's resembling a famous person in Kuala Lumpur. I can see the KL Tower. Amazing looking pictures. A global journey. Which was a journey towards global leadership. And okay, there's all that blah blah stuff here, which I can't really talk about. Forging a fragrant path. There you go. There's all kinds of other stuff relating to other things relating to Southeast Asia and South Asia. Oh, is this Uttar Pradesh in India? Amazing stuff. And I bet you what, when I look at the very end of this whole book, all kinds of different perfume related page related things. Amazing looking designs. It's an amazing, fantastic looking book, considering of just how the way it's been organised. And to be honest, the pages look fairly cool. Sense very soul. There's another advertisement here. It's interesting, the advertisements always seem to have QR codes. Oh, look at that, there's elephants here. Nice, I've seen them in some sort of zoo. In fact, I went to 2 zoos in Malaysia, which I've seen elephants. Oh wow, travel tips in Paris and London. Yes, I know. Malaysia Airlines does London, and now they're doing Paris in 2025, just 1 year after the Olympics. And there you go, there's all these small bits of advertisements here. I think this is all to do with Perletan, that's wildlife and stuff. And there's all this blah blah here, which I can't really read. And there you go, there's more of this stuff here. All of this is straightforward. Comforts or weights in business class. I've experienced it yourself with MH Upgrade. Recently purchased a flight with us. Place it offer for a more comfortable experience in business class, which can fly with us. Okay, I can't read all of this stuff. Way too long for a stupid video on YouTube. Like priority check-ins, priority boardings, baggages, lounge accesses, extra 10k baggage allowance, special seats, tantalizing meals, and image points. And there's also this QR code, which you can check your eligibility via the QR code for at least 72 hours before your departure. Alternatively, you're automatically qualified to place an offer if you receive an email invitation to MH Upgrade. Find out more at malaysianairlines.com/MH Upgrade. Okay. Well, look at this. Images for illustration purposes, but only for cabin and crew. Features may differ from aircraft to aircraft and are dependent on the flight route. Other terms and conditions apply. Oh my goodness me. This is Malaysian hospitality. There you go. I've just said it 3 times because hey, I'm just reading it too fast because I'm an absolute ludicrous lunatic because hey, I can't get... I'm just straightforward separating whatever image it is, and there you go. All these book pages, they're going to be relatively repetitive, okay? All kinds of stuff, and this is the last page. Welcome aboard the Malaysia Airlines Group, MAG Airlines. This month we will see what we have an offer to ensure that we have a safe, seamless, and fuss-free journey with us. What the hell was that woman? That was, oh wow, that was a complete jump scare. Okay, I'm back from the jump scare earlier on, which was that Eyewear Max Studio Fix Women, which had a lot of different branches like Surya KLCC, Pavilion KL, Mid Valley Mega Mall, Sunway Pimu, Wamatama, Sunway City Mall. Oh my goodness me, there's all kinds of different branches here. What's Alamanda Shopping Mall, Iowa City Mall, Oh my god, there's just so many different shopping malls. There's the Mid Valley malls, there's Aeon, there's so many shopping malls around in Malaysia. There's just too many of them. But they've got a lot of amazing Japanese stuff, including my toy trains. And what's that? Malaysia Airlines shines with prestigious global awards. There's just so much reading right here, which is absolutely crazy. And there's an advertisement that reads in which hotels, book your dream stays and earn up to 15,000 points. Discover a world of renowned hotels and unlock exclusive deals on accommodation to make your vacation truly exceptional. Or should I just say, enjoy extraordinary perks like earning 1 elite point for every 8,000 enriched points. Oh my god. Gold and platinum members will benefit from a 10% discount on redemption and bookings and up to about 20% more points on reservations. Over 600,000 properties worldwide, you can redeem and earn or redeem enriched points, accumulating up to 15,000 points per stay for your next adventure. Sorry, I can't read that, guys, because my nose is absolutely snuffy as hell. And I tell you what, my voice is gonna go kaput. And strange enough, this amount of talking will put my voice into misery. But hey, what's this? Malaysia Airlines and Indigo launch codeshare partnership. No, that's interesting. There's a partnership between Malaysia and India. Oh, I see. There's a huge trend with this whole airliner going on here. Maybe Malaysia has got like a huge Indian cult. And once again, QR code. No surprise. Scan to shop. And there's even more QR codes. It's quite weird. They always seem to have a lot of QR codes in it there too. Tudong people. Is that like... tudong, is that like hijabs? Is that like the headscarf that Muslims wear in Malaysia and also the Middle East and other parts of where Muslims roam, like Turkey and Saudi Arabia? I don't know. And Indonesia. Okay, there's all different types of things relating to the flight attendants of the whole airliner. There's all kinds of people who work for the company here, but I won't go further into too much detail here, too much detail and stuff like that. Somehow that can be quite obvious. Somehow it's a fairly nice nice looking book. It's very lavishly detailed as always, and just like some of the other books, so it's it's interesting that every Malaysia, oh wow, here it is, going back to the whole Malaysia Airlines aircraft fleet. Look at this, we've got the Airbus A350-900. Once again, I took the same aircraft, and then we've also got the A330. There's two different versions, and then you've also got the 737s, and there's a cargo. Oh, look at that. I think I've actually shown this a bit differently. I think I've just noticed there's a huge jump of how many aircraft there are. It's about 42 on the 787 NG 800. And look at this, we've got 7 A350s. It's a bit like one more of them, isn't it? One more so than the other. I did so far. Hey, it's quite amazing. And then we've also got like other pictures here that I just can't read because there's actually too much of that, and there's also rules here, and there's also some more advertisements here relating to Medical 118, the tallest building in Malaysia now, overtaking the Petronas Towers and the KL Tower, and there's also like dermatology, skincare. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Okay, without getting a bit too dramatic, there's also these rules right here, which I want to be straightforward, very careful on looks of it somehow. Hey, it's also somehow very much so that, hey, all these rules are very complimentary. And what's also a bit different is, if I look at this book, there's actually a bit more Indian destinations here, and there's actually a bit more in the way of destinations, more so than like in other previous books. But what I'm not seeing is the domestic flights here across Malaysia Airlines. But then we've also seen, I can see a bit of different changes around here. More Indian destinations. There's Maldives right here. Somehow I'm actually seeing, it's somehow quite a bit different somehow, hey? It's a bit different, this book. But hey, I can see London. They haven't put Paris in it yet. They might do it around sometime around 2025. Obviously in the spring. And then we've also got Malaysia Airlines and all the other destinations. And there you go, there's also some more different related things about Malaysia Airlines, including the Maldives. Fantastic place. And then you've also got more QR codes. Enrich, actually, that's what it's called. There you go. A picturesque paradise. From diving into azure waters and exploring vibrant island culture to unwinding on the beach framed by a breathtaking sunset. Experience these magical moments with Malaysia Airlines Travel and Lifestyle Program. Well, I'm sorry, the Maldives is going to be totally sunk because you guys are going to keep on flying by planes, and that means more in the way of sea ice melting, climate change, and also global warming. And that means the Maldives is going to be completely and utterly dead as a dodo. Just like the island of Mauritius. And there you go, there's more MH Connect and MH Studio type things. Wow, look at that. You can actually straightforward look at some of the stuff here. Wow, that is just somehow amazing. Look at all the different things that the company does. And because it's a December issue relating towards Christmas, and look what we've got. There's all sorts of Christmas related films. I can see Elf there, Elliot the Littlest Reindeer, 8-Bit Christmas, A Christmas Story Christmas, very generic somehow. And wow, look at this. Look at that. We've actually got different films there. What's Ends With Us? I don't know what that is. Okay, very dramatic film this is, but what's very impressive is, I can see, is Beetlejuice, yay! An amazing, delightfully twisted sequel to the 1988 classic, and thank goodness, many of the characters have finally been straightforward, reprised in terms of their roles. Amazing sort of horror comedy film that I really want to go ahead and watch. There's Beetlejuice 1 and Beetlejuice 2. Oh wow, there's a Penguin Friend book here, eh? All kinds of different strange looking Hollywood films, the latest Hollywood films. And we've also got all kinds of different films. I can see the Polar Express, amazing film that is. There's Elf, there's all kinds of different Christmas related films here. Somehow there's just way too much of it, hey? There's just so much of it. And there's also other stuff here. Okay, we've got Beetlejuice 1. I've actually watched Blade Runner sometime. I think I've actually watched the Blade Runner film around in at that time when I was actually flying back from Malaysia and stuff to Qatar, I think it was. And then there's also even more stuff here. Somehow this is fantastic. And then wow, can you believe that there's even more movies? There's all like different films from around the world. I was actually thinking of looking at anime. Sadly, there's none of that. And there's also an advertisement here talking about Malaysia Airlines Corporate, MH Corporate. Yes, there's just so much Asian favourites. Wow, different kinds of like airline food. Fairly interesting. Planet Earth 3. I could have watched that nature documentary somehow. That would have been fairly awesome, hey? Wow, while watching nature documentaries, we'll be soon damaging the Earth, right? And there's also even more stuff here, hey? Look at that. All kinds of weird bits of music and other whatnot. It's quite weird. There's not much in the way of changes, but there you go. There's also this Mandarin Hotel, Oriental, Kuala Lumpur. Is that the restaurant I've made? I think I made a video about that place sometime with my dad's sister. And I'll tell you what, my dad's sister really, really annoys me so much when it comes to the filmmaking. But she loves me, obviously. But don't worry, that's the way it is in terms of the voicing and stuff. But it doesn't matter. Okay. Elegance in the Sky! To celebrate the 50 years of service to London, Malaysia Airlines have recently invited the Heritage of the Skies campaign, a nostalgic tribute to its iconic Kabaya uniforms. Wow! It's amazing, isn't it? Oh wow, London Heathrow, isn't it? Okay, so it talks about Malaysia Airlines correlating with London Heathrow, one of their oldest destinations that they have actually been using for a long time. And there you go, breathtaking sky51equatorial.com. And what is this? Watch the full video. That's some sort of advertisement relating to what I'm actually seeing here. It's somehow quite a fantastic advertisement relating to, I don't know what this is. Is this like a hotel or any other luxurious place? I don't know. I'm actually quite curious somehow. Yeah, and there's also a QR code that you can scan right over on the top, actually on the bottom left. So I just keep on getting oppositional words improperly. Anyways, this book is straightforward done. It's a lovely, fantastically lavish looking book, but I can't see if there's any more differences between this book and the other. I think what's also quite strangely worthy to note is I think the 2024 book has actually got more pages than, let's just say, the 2023 book, the November 2023 book. And there's like less scuffing and whatnot. It's actually much more fresher in its ways. Fairly nice, and I can't see any scuff marks around it. It's a bit cleaner around that edge too, so it's somehow fantastic. Hey, but you know, let me just take a look at the other book, which is this one here. And I'll tell you what, I'm done looking at one of the most complex videos I've made so far for 2025. And I'll tell you what, I'll be taking a complete damn break after making this video because we've got the Malaysia Airlines Temptations, lighters and natural formulas inspired by, what's this word here? Ayurveda? What's that? Is that like Darth Vader and stuff like that? Vegan, natural, clean beauty, fantastic thing, Amor Botanica, research, what's that? Ayurveda. That's a weird name. It sounds like Darth Vader, but he's totally good and Indian. What's that? Radiance Daily Face Audio. It's got like, is that French? Again, serum for fine lines. Of course it says, here de pura, de jaw, eclat pura, le visage. I'm going to pronounce that one, eh? Serum vidus and rides. Ridu. Is that how you say it in French? Rides. I don't know how you call it. Anyways, that of course is a fairly nice looking book. And once again, I can just straightforward turn all the pages. Oh wow, it's got like Christmas stuff in it here as well. There you go. There's even more stuff laid to it, and there's all kinds of content. It's a much thicker looking brochure. As you can see, it's a much thicker book. It talks about earning enrichment points and temptations. It's quite amazing. There's all these different things. I won't go into key features into it, but we've all got different things and whatnot. I think all of it is in ringgits because I think it's Malaysian Airlines, but also it's highly linked to Malaysia itself. There's no QR code on the front here, but we do have a QR code right at the very first page. And it's amazing. It's a very, very weird thing. You might as well just go ahead and pause the whole video again if you want to come along and read those damn things. They're everywhere. And I tell you what, there's very interesting. There's bigger, bolder sort of, contents and stuff. And what's that? What is that? Is it like a flight keychain? Oh, that's interesting. Remove before flight. That's a very weird one. Okay, that straightforward makes sense. Is that a pilot bear plush toy? And there's like a luggage tag. I could have got one of these. That would have been fairly awesome somehow. Oh, wow. And that's interesting. You can use it to purchase duty-free items using enrich points. Don't know, it's a fairly awesome looking thing. There's all kinds of different stuff that they sell. Oh, wow, is that a flamingo necklace? How nice is that? There's all kinds of Christmas health and beauty related stuff. There's some watches as well. Very amazing looking, expensive looking watches. And I tell you what, all of this stuff is extremely expensive. And I can tell you what, there's all this stuff here. A beautiful picture of an Asian woman who looks just like one of my cousins. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a live action Mulan actually, but I won't mock that to prevent racism, that's all. And apart from these fragrances, let me just turn to the other side here, right? Whoa, there's even more. Wow, I can't believe there's just so much different stuff here. It's all perfumes. There's actually quite a lot of lady stuff in there, but there's also men's stuff here as well. There's also like bugs taking over the whole video because obviously it's quite a mild winter we had back in December. In fact, we had so many bugs coming in. I think it was during summertime and autumn time. And here they are in winter time. But anyways, we've got lots and lots of amazing... wow, there's some cream here. You need that in the plane because obviously it's super, super dry. There's more health and beauty stuff. Oh, wow, alcohol-free toner. That's quite weird. Oh, calendula deep cleaning foaming face wash. That's actually somehow very clever in its way somehow. That's a fairly beautiful looking thing. And there's also like more in the way of creams and lipsticks and also like shades and whatnot. Really fantastic. There's all kinds of amazing stuff here. This is really fantastic. And there's all kinds and all sorts of different things. There's, there's all just perfumes. What's that? An LED beauty device for neck and face. So all these are like 100 ringgits or maybe 1,000 ringgit items because all of it is expensive stuff. But there's also like, as I said before, there's men's stuff here as well. There's also like perfumes, there's creams. They only sell these types of things. Strange, isn't it? Mixing. What the hell is mixing drops? Is that like for skin and stuff like that? Is that there to prevent eczema and dermatitis? Fairly impressive looking books. There's lipstick, and there's all kinds. There's mainly like there's also jewelry stuff here as well. So there's everything to do with like, health and beauty stuff. It kind of reminds me of how health and beauty stuff is being sold. Swarovski, is that like a swan design here? And then there's a flamingo looking necklace. There's all kinds of different designs here. Oh, look at that. It's a crocodile Lacoste earring collection thing. Fairly nice. There's watches. All these are fairly expensive. AirPods. What else do we have? What's that? Is that a power bank? Number 84. Is that what it is? Is that like a power bank? Fairly interesting. Also like a socket thing. Oh, it's got like a very weird plug. I don't know which plug is that one for. I don't know. There's like USB plugs. Oh, wow. There's all different things. I don't know what plugs they are on the front here. But I know these are USB ones. There's some watches. There's a neck pillow. And there's also like children's. Oh, there's a Harry Potter keychain. There's that pen and bookmark, keyring set. Hello Kitty. There's more USB flash drives. Oh, look, it's Robocop Polly. And whatever TV shows, all Korean stuff, I think. And there's also like, what do you call it? Wow. I'm just looking. This is a very weird catalogue as I'm looking at somehow. There's all like in the way of like, you know, bags, wallets, watches. Oh wow, now I didn't know Maserati made these leather bracelets. I thought they made cars. It's a little bit like the Ferrari phenomenon. And there's all the brands like Tommy Hilfiger. What's that? A bracelet? What kind of? Oh wow, I didn't know these are well-being bracelets. That's very technical. You can go ahead and check how much calories you can just burn. Somehow, that's amazing. Wow, helps to improve blood circulation, relieve muscle aches and swelling. That's amazing. And what's that? Some glasses? Oh wow, different kinds of glasses. I hope they've got some amazing technical sunglasses that they've got, like, you know. Oh wow, what's that? Duty-free allowances. And there's all of this blah blah here, which I'm not going to go into detail because there's just absolute too much. Who knows? International delivery, local delivery. There's just too much of it. I won't be looking into this. That's just way too much. And look at this. I can get an international delivery at some time. Hey, I can get one of these into Europe. That would be amazing somehow for Zone 2. That will be amazing, I guess, somehow. Hey? But that's actually only for the duty-free allowances. Only for the Temptations. Only for the enriched stuff that you get in Malaysia. This is a nice in-flight shopping catalogue that I've got. I feel like I want to collect more of these. But I won't do this until at least around 2026, which I believe is the next time that I'll be collecting some of this stuff. Maybe I might as well wait until 2026 because I can tell you what, things in the world these days is now becoming very expensive. And it's really sad that today's world is not the same as what we had. Anyways, if you really enjoyed this massively complex video on YouTube, and I hope you really enjoyed it. So, if you really enjoyed so far in this massively complex, wondrous video about the Malaysian Airlines books that I've just read so far, and I tell you what, I had lots and lots of fun reading it. Please give this video a good like, subscribe for more for that videos in the future. Sorry for the utter rough and readiness, hey, because I've actually been spending way too much time. And I originally was going to be doing it around sometime in December, but unfortunately, because my tablet wasn't behaving very well in terms of how the tablet was like, well, oh well, okay, so I might as well just end the video here, shouldn't I? Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye for now. And I hope you're happy now these days. Bye.